It is okay.
Yeah.
First of all, use what you have, because what you have is enough for you to start. Use what you have. It's enough for you to start. You have majority of what you would need. You have the aesthetics. You have, you know what I'm saying, your branding. You have all of this. And when we were talking about a mic and another, I think a chair or something like that. At first we were bringing that up and I heard her say that, but then we got to the deeper issue of what she was concerned about would mess up her consistency. Now let's talk about that.
About the root.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. Okay. Being able to have those type of conversations and letting people know, hey, it's possible. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your budget is. I don't care. The fact that I did not have everything I need made room for Desiree. Did you hear what I just said? The fact I didn't have everything that I need on the level that I wanted it. It made room.
Hey, thank God for another day. Hey, I know we could be another way. Hey, pray. Thank God for another day. Hey, I know we could be another way.
Let's get it. 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 Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it
on the dance floor.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yo, it's your girl Jessica S. Smith, and you know where you've landed. You've landed at the safe space where we decompress, have fun, and guess what?
JessAsk.
Hey, y'all. It's me and Desiree.
Hey, we here.
Desiree and me.
We here.
We are here. Hey, Desiree.
Hi, Jessica.
Desiree. Desiree.
Hey.
Desiree. You look good, won't you?
Hey.
Let me.
The
The Saints ain't ready.
Oh, okay.
The Saints ain't ready. Girl, how you be, girl?
Man, Jess, I am good. Today's been a busy but good. I think that's kind of speaks to the season. It's been in this transitional preparing season. Of course, like technically we're going into we're in a new season.
Yeah, fall.
You know what I'm saying? And you can just always just tell when things are just shifting and changing.
Man,
okay? Yeah.
Let's talk about a shift. Jessica's been going through shift, flip, side, laid down to the side, afro fried, use a frying pan.
Jessica?
Y'all, your girl's been I've been telling y'all about transition, and listen, I physically transitioned. Oh, that's not right. I didn't physically not in the
not to
sense
glory.
Of glory.
She didn't go to home to glory.
Obviously because you're watching me, but this is recorded, so that kind of. Okay, so let me just back up just a little bit. I just kind of that took a turn. So I moved. That's what happened. I moved from Montgomery to Birmingham. Back to my hometown. I'm actually back in the place I was raised in. I'm back in the home I was raised in. So I'm renting from my father right now, which is the very unique opportunity because somebody was telling me the other day that they were a lot of black families don't keep, or don't know a lot of black families that keep the home. They're always wanting to sell it or do something, and so I'm grateful for the opportunity that my daddy has given me to, move with ease. But even though it's been like there's been an ease to it, it's been some hardship to it. For multiple different reasons that some of the stuff I just won't share because that's none of y'all business. And I love y'all, but y'all, I can't talk to y'all about that. But I will share that earlier this year I was talking about my word for the year, for my birthday. And my word for the year was is resurrection. And Desiree, I was thinking about the fact that I had you guys I asked you guys to dress up in all black.
I figured you was gonna say that because we did. We had on black at your birthday dinner.
Y'all had on.
We did.
And didn't
was
know.
that intention? Because did you have the word then or no?
I had the word then.
Oh, okay.
And I saw someone else do it. A black to the death of. I don't know what they were talking about. It was a death of something. And they would, I think, regarding them like being outside, like smacking and stuff. Yeah. And so I had y'all wear black, and I thought about that yesterday.
Wow.
And it made me think that, think about my word of the year, resurrection. And I was talking to our dear friend Bree here. Oh, that's Bree. Our friend, y'all. I'll share her, not too much with y'all, but I'll share with y'all. But girl, she was praying for me last night, and she said something that was so powerful. She was like, as Jesus showed his hands to the disciple to prove like him, he was crucified. As you're going through your crucifixion stage, because I kept telling people I feel like I'm dying. I kept telling, I really, they say die to flesh, baby. It's like, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, Lord, I know not to curse this season because I know this is stretching my capacity. Yeah. I also know this is hurting. Yeah. This is hurt. This is painful. People will see the glitz and glam part, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Yeah. It's been painful, but if I can still stand and come through it, not on my own. I got people like your girl Desiree. Hey. That's why we stuck like Chuck. I wish somebody would try to. No, for real. I wish a husband would.
No, for real. No, for real.
But we already know I got husband approval. Hashtag I'm in there. But I think that if I didn't have people like you, Bree, Stacy, if I didn't have people like y'all, yeah. I would be messed up right now. Real talk.
For real.
I would be messed up. I was talking to my sister, and I know I've been wearing her ear out. Like I'm not gonna lie. So I'm looking forward to the break that we're about to take. Yeah. Can you talk to them about the break that we finna take? Because yeah. And then we're gonna get into some topics. I think that some people don't know when it's time to take a break, but there's biblical references that we can use in order to support our need for rest.
Yeah. You know, when we started we did this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year, we did it last year in July. And honestly, really, it isn't like we necessarily say, hey, at the time we're gonna do this month. It really kind of just is probably kind of predicated on kind of like what's happening. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so last year we was like, hey, we're gonna take off for the month. We did do that one at the top of the year, closer to the top of the year.
We did July last year.
Yeah, July last year. And what that did, it allowed us to prepare for it, right? Yeah. So we record. It's no secret. We record once a month, and typically we pre-record for the next month, right? Yeah. So, which meant if we're going to be off a whole month, that's 4 episodes that we knew that we had to make sure that we had ready to go. So it just allowed us to do some extra recordings and things like that, so that we were prepared for the month of July to come, because we weren't recording nothing, baby. We went to Gulfport.
We did with Auntie Pam,
and she just like loved on us so good. Like I loved. She was very intentional about making sure that she planted seeds of one, rest, but also planted seeds of just doing the things that you love, that brings you joy, to help fill you up. Because there's going to be times, yes, we need to physically stop and rest, but there's going to be some times where the schedule is not allowing that, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to do the things that still bring you joy, that still kind of help fill you up. And I think that's kind of what I took back from that moment, because I loved I call it fancy coffee.
Yeah, I was about to say, she talked about basically Auntie Pam, she said you can have Starbucks at home.
You can. and baby, listen, her spread was laid. So that was the first time I was like, dang, this fancy coffee. So it was like little certain things that I just picked up, and I still kind of do, because I was like, I like this. Yeah. You know, she's like, I like, this kind of things in my coffee, and I like this kind of teas, and I like these things. And so I don't always have to buy them out. Like I can buy them and do it at home. Yeah. Like anytime I get ready to. I was like,
You don't have to wait on the pleasure.
That. Yeah.
You don't have to wait on pleasure. I think that a part of being, and this is for like any creatives, anybody that's been on like YouTube or, but especially the people that we're called to, specifically podcasters, that first year was a grind, like more so mentally for me, especially when I didn't have Desiree. So I got Desiree in between year 1 and year 2. When it was 0 to 1, it was just me. And so I was trying to navigate that thing. I was trying to figure things out. And I wasn't successful as successful as I am now, because when the Lord gives you a partner, right?
Oh, come on. Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
It enhances what you have. It does not dilute. And so if you're struggling in partnership or struggling in a season and you have a partner, the enhancement got to be there, even in the struggle.
Yeah.
Because Desiree and I have had struggle moments. We was homeless. We were homeless. So when people tell me, "Oh, I can't do this because I don't have," baby, we didn't even have a place to record. Mm-hmm. Okay, we was out here. Can we borrow your business? And we're gonna give you free publicity type stuff until BGTV.
Yes,
we're not there today, but they're still our brothers and sisters. We kind of just felt like doing an episode today. Yeah. So guess what? We're doing an episode. Yeah. And so I think that after so much hard work, the Lord just put on my heart for us to we don't have to do this every month. Even though it's just only once a month, it's still on behind the scenes. You got the admin part. Yeah. You have the editing. You got the social media content. You have a lot of things, and just not having to think about interviewing someone, talking, or having a conversation. I think that it was necessary for that season. And then so when we did it last year, I said, I think this needs to be an annual thing. We have to plan for rest. Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of us we're not successful in the podcasting world, because we don't plan to rest. So just a quick, we help people enhance their podcast in podcasts. So my brand under Jessica S. Smith, you guys, if you paid attention to my social media lately, I've been offering podcast strategies and all that good stuff. Trying to work on a consistent schedule, but baby, they sold that first one out, Desiree. Yeah. They sold that first one out. Desiree and I have something together called Podcast on Purpose, and one of the things that we teach is batch recording. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what batch recording is, it's basically what Desiree said in the beginning. As far as we do 4 episodes in one sitting. We do 4 episodes in one sitting, and normally those episodes are for the next month. So when y'all look at these episodes, typically they're episodes that we did
the previous month.
Mm-hmm. Outside of people like, when we did Omar, mm-hmm. If it's like special stuff, we'll kind of like change up the schedule or whatnot. But and that let's put a pin in that. I'm proud of myself because Jessica used to be strict.
Yeah.
Jessica used to be strict.
Yeah. No, it's got to be like this. We got to stay in the same place. We got to have this. So as she talked about that partnership, mm-hmm. what it has done for both of us, I think it's stretched both of us personally. Mm-hmm. Like I'm very like, woo, let's go. We just gonna let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very high level, like mm-hmm. visionary high level. Mm-hmm. I'm not, I used to
not be. You so much better
struggle now. With the details of a thing, right? Jessica's very type A. It's got to be like dress, like boom, boom, boom. We're gonna put all things in the boxes. And what our partnership has done was enhanced what we had, right? Mm-hmm. So it has made me now like I'm paying close attention to the details of things, right? And Jessica has, just relaxed a little bit.
Because for us not to be at BGTV right now, it could have been a whole thing.
Yes.
The background is supposed to be. But you know what's interesting though? I think I had to go through that part to be able to tell other podcasters that I'm teaching weekly via the 7-Figure podcast community, I tell them every week, it is okay.
Yeah.
First of all, use what you have.
Yeah.
Because what you have is enough for you to start.
Yeah.
Ooh, my
That's
God.
good. That's good.
I'm going to repeat that because the first one was for me. This one for y'all. Use what you have. It's enough for you to start. And some of us get into our headspace of, well, what it doesn't look like this and it doesn't look like that. I was talking to a client yesterday when we were doing a one-on-one, and I was telling her, she's about to have a dope podcast, and she's just a dope person, right? But she is very much so type A because of her profession, right?
Yeah.
She is together, and I understood her concerns, but I had to tell her, I was like, you have majority of what you would need. You have the aesthetics, you have, you know what I'm saying, your branding, you have all of this. And when we were talking about a mic and another, I think a chair or something like that. At first we were bringing that up, and I heard her say that, but then we got to the deeper issue of what she was concerned about would mess up her consistency. Now let's talk about that.
About the root,
you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when we were able to talk about that, we were coming up with some solutions regarding, okay, if this is gonna be this, how would this look, right? The solution will, and I'm saying this or whatever because I don't want y'all in her business, but
y'all will see it when it come out.
Y'all will see it when it comes out, because guess what? Jessica and Desiree more than likely gonna have something to do with it. But I think I needed to be reminded of I used to be that person.
Yeah,
I used to be the one telling Desiree, no, we can't do this. I don't want to do this. We can't do this, and what we're about to get ready to do for the break, she advised it last year. I told her no. But we had a target. We had a goal to get to 100 episodes.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was solid on my no, and I think she understood it more. Now I was like, there's a different type of target. Like right now we're focused on, and we'll just tell you the truth, we're focused on monetization. Like we're focused on bringing making from content to cash, as Omar would say. And so now that's our focus, and we take the break. Now we're taking another break. So the next few episodes after this, you'll see our older episodes. We're doing a throwback.
Let's just talk about how much it is a blessing to be able to, like, there's a bank of content.
Got a catalog
of content, like, and it's all like, because of, it's all kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And we can pull it back and it still be just as good, just as relevant as it was when we did it a year ago, or whatever that looked like. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't, like, last year when we were talking about the break, she was like, no, we gotta so we made sure that we got the episodes in. This year, like she said, because the focus is a little different and we got the content, you know what I'm saying, we can step back a little bit and grab some throwbacks, and it still be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The content is still relevant. That's the beauty of starting.
Come on,
That's the beauty of starting. Like, there's YouTube videos that, I'll go in to search something on YouTube, because that's what it is. YouTube is a search engine, right?
It is.
Go in and search something, and a video pop up from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and guess what? The content that I'm looking for is still there, and it's still very relevant today. You know what I'm saying? So it's not yes, I think as you grow, as you learn some things, as revenue comes and you can actually invest more into what you want to do, it's just important to start. I've actually had a conversation with a guy that's starting a podcast, and that's his thing. He's like, I got a camera, got all these things. I said, hey, you got a phone? You got a phone that can connect to your laptop, and if you want to do it in the software program, cool. But you got what you need. You already got a mic. Like, what we talk about right now? You want to prolong it because you ain't got this camera that costs $1,000? Use your phone. Just start where you at.
Start with what you have. And then what I'm learning is that the 40 plus people love Jessica. They love Jessica, and that was majority of who I had in that class that I did the strategy session. And they need that type of intimate time because this technology is moving so fast. By the time they learn one thing, they just learned this one. Now we 5 steps ahead on iOS 26. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even upgraded my phone from the 18 yet. You know, iOS 18, you talking about an iOS 26, you know? So there's grace on our lives, apparently, to reach the older audience, or more mature. I don't like saying older. More mature audience, because baby, there was I think she was probably in her late 60s, early 70s. Baby, 43,000 people subscribe to her on Facebook. She's trying to translate that to YouTube. Like, being able to have those type of conversations and letting people know, hey, it's possible. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your budget is. I don't care, you know. And when people, I've had several people like overly anxious about, well, I gotta have this, I have to get this, blah 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 blah. So Desiree, I really, and this ended up turning into this episode. So I will get back to the whole break thing, but can you explain to people what they need, like the necessities that are needed to start a podcast? So
the necessity, so a podcast is traditionally audio.
Yes.
Right? Traditionally, a podcast is audio, where you're recording your voice and you're putting on a platform where people go and listen, right? So because technology and the nature of how we consume content has shifted to a lot of video now, even though YouTube has been out since like 2005, 6, 7, 8, right? But video content is becoming really popular now. So video podcasting has now become a popular thing. So when you're starting we're going to speak mainly to a video podcast, right? The things you're going to need is something to record video, audio, and lighting. Literally, those are like the 3 main. That's the basic to photography, videography in general. Is like making sure you have good, clean audio. And honestly, if you have lighting and decent lighting and decent audio, and you got your video quality maybe be like webcam quality, like people can listen through that because they can still hear the content that you're putting out, right? Like I don't know if you've ever watched a video and I feel like, I don't know, like squinting make me try to hear better, but I'll be squinting like, dang, I don't even know, like you just lose interest, right? So audio
makes you work too hard.
It does. Audio, video, and lighting, right? So we're talking about everybody has earbuds. Everybody has earbuds. I don't say everybody, but earbuds are easily accessible. They're
budgetable.
They have Bluetooth mics now that are pretty reasonable in price. And then there are some like USB mics that plug directly into your computer or whatever that are pretty decently priced, right? Light, free light, natural light, a window, a door, a sliding door, a glass door, or ring light. There's also pretty decently priced lighting options. Camera, you already know what to say. Everybody got a phone. And most of the phones nowadays are honestly probably better than some of the point and shoot cameras that we look at now, right? But there are some entry level options when it comes to video that you can invest in that's not going to cost you a bank for you to get started.
Right. So let me ask you this question as far as equipment. Because she is the tech person in the Jess and Des show, okay? As far as equipment, if somebody wanted to had a budget of like, let's say $100, is that reasonable to start if I already have my phone?
If you already have your phone, yes. Literally, like within that, get you a light and something to record your audio. When I say record your audio, like a mic, right?
So when you say light, are you like, can you say the brand of light?
So I have Newer is a brand that I frequent very often. Newer, GMV is a brand that I frequent often. There's also Amaran. There's a bunch of different companies that pretty much have the same similar lighting options. It's just going to be a matter of budget. So they even have like some budget friendly ones. Like I've gotten lights for $30, $40, $50. Then I've also bought some lights that was $200, $300. You know what I'm saying? And really, the one that was lesser was decent. It was a decent light to get started. You know what I'm saying? But as I've built my kit, and as I've invested in higher quality pieces.
Yeah. So Desiree is about to start doing like content regarding like teaching people how to like do their lighting or do technical things or whatever. So when she launches that, you guys, y'all make sure y'all go over there to her YouTube page and like amp it up. But no, I had her say that because I'm always asked, you know, I want to have this and that or whatever. Let me tell y'all about Jessica Smith. When she was starting, I knew that I needed a mic. I knew I needed light. Yeah. And I knew I wanted a good camera. I didn't take in consideration even using my phone. I wish I did, because the first couple episodes would actually probably been decent. I knew how to strip the audio and put some decent audio on it and use the audio I had from the mic. But because I'm smart like that, like I know how to really make it look good. But I didn't even consider, because I didn't think my phone was a tool outside of me searching or talking on.
But there's so many things. Like I'm even thinking about like people, you may not have access to like I'm gonna call it a pro grade editing program like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro, right? But there's CapCut. CapCut has the ability for you to be able to separate your video and your audio and overlay say like the audio from your actual mic that you did, right? So, and they have a free version.
They do have
a free
version. They still allow you to edit pretty well on. They do. So I think that the biggest thing starting out is just record. You don't release without recording.
Yeah. And the truth is, I don't care if you spent thousands of dollars on your first on some equipment. Those first couple episodes, they gonna be rough. They gonna be rough.
They gonna be rough.
They gonna be rough.
Unless you've been in, I don't know. I still feel like there's gonna be some type of roughness to it, because I can't say that I even know people that have been in the profession just like, oh, okay, let me just do it. Or unless you've been, like if you just Coach D, she's just good at everything. She's just good at everything. But unless you are that type of special person, it's gonna be some rough patches. You know what I'm saying? And like, y'all, please go watch my first episode. It was trash. It was me trying to, hi, this is Jessica, and I'm a little nervous, but did some stupid. That's what you sound like, girl, real bad. With the raggedy camera that I tried to, I thought I was getting a great deal, y'all. That camera used to cut off on me in the middle of me recording, and the first time it did it, it was in the middle of me interviewing Bree. Bree was my first guest. So I set this thing up or whatever. I'm playing Desiree and I'm playing myself at the same time. So it can be done. So I don't want to hear no excuses of what y'all can't do because y'all doing it by yourself. I had to be Desiree and at this point Felicia. Yeah. Shout out to Felicia, you know, our admin, or one of our admins now. And I wish I would have known I could use my phone. Yeah. I just didn't know that. Yeah. I did not. The research that I did was so high. I would say it was high level. It was people that had the funds to get there. I wasn't in a space where I could spend $600 on one camera. Yeah. I didn't have a $600 budget. And so when people say, what do I need to use? Okay, what is your budget? What are you willing to invest? That's the first question. You got to start interviewing yourself. What am I willing to invest right now? What do I have that could help me while I grow into the things that I want, right? Yep. You got to give yourself permission as a podcaster to grow into the things that you want. This is why I love Davy Shan so much, okay? People will always hear me sing his praises for the simple fact that now David has a leg up just because he has some knowledge on cameras and all the stuff like that. Just being as creative, like the tools that you have already in you. Like I was into Canva before. I was doing Canva classes before. So when it came to a thumbnail, I didn't feel like doing it at first, so you won't see them on the first thing. But when I started really doing thumbnails, I was figuring out what I wanted the look to do, but I ain't have to worry about, who gonna do my thumbnails. I wasn't worried about that. I used what I had. So David Shands is a perfect example because that man did not have all the glitz and glamour. He had a white wall that looked like this. I don't know what it looked like, because I can't see what I look like from on y'all's perspective. But this is a white wall on the back of me. And he had rolling chairs. He had
desk chairs.
It was desk computer chairs.
Black computer desk chairs.
And he would have to go press record, come back, hey, yo, this is David Shands, whatever he started. And then he have his conversation. He would have to make sure the camera was still recording because it was just him and the guest. This is the same man that people pay to help them with everything.
And keep in mind, like, he actually, when he started really doing content, though, he was in his dining room, in his dining room at a table. Same thing with a little wall.
With a little wall. He used what he had. I don't even think Dave has had the Creators Club. What is that place called?
Creator Circle?
No, baby.
Clubhouse?
No, Creators Club. Baby, now I'm having a brain fart. But his space in Atlanta, right, we're going to have to just tag it. He has a space in Atlanta where other creators can record their content as well, right?
Yep.
It's an event space too. But he uses that space. He invested in that space. He built that from the ground up. But he was about 400 episodes in when he built it. You know what I'm saying? So stop looking at what people have now.
Yeah.
We got to stop looking at people. And this just goes for not just for podcasting, in every stage of life. You can't compare my 100 episodes to your first. I want to get into or understand the technology part or whatever, right? Desiree and I have talked about that. Yeah. And I've even considered like doing like a course or something like that so I can get the technology. So when she be talking, I won't miss those, whatever she take. Because baby, talking to Desiree, sometimes I'll be like, okay, Desiree, let me chat GPT because we not understanding each other. But I think there. What was the point I was making? I almost forgot. What was I saying? I was talking about David Shands.
Oh, we can't compare like somebody's where they are now to where you are.
Thank you. So I can't compare. When I started really learning these terms and how to use the camera, whatever, like Desiree, Woman Evolved, I begged her to let me help her. I literally begged her. And she finally did. Okay, because she couldn't take pictures and record at the same time. And so I was taking pictures. She was like, okay, just press this. And I'm just pressing. She adjusted whatever, and I'm just pressing. I can follow directions. And she said, oh, you did pretty good. Because I got a good eye. I think I got a good eye. I can see. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use what I have to assist. I don't know about everything, these dials and turning the camera. That's not my portion yet. But I can't compare my level of excellence in photography or videography to what she brings because she's been doing this for 100 years. She's old.
Ain't not 100. Not Methuselah.
She is more mature than me in this space. And so some of us are looking, unless you go and you gonna either invest money or time. And either way, you're going to invest some level of time, but the increase comes when you don't have that much money. Unless you're going to pay, like, we can't be cheap around, like, paying people for their expertise. If we're going to hire Desiree to come record multiple episodes in a session, let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you won't have to worry about how it look because the professional is there.
Yeah.
But if you're not the professional and you go ahead and tell your audience, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. You know? And then watch this. The fact that this is so good. I don't want y'all to miss this. The Lord just dropped this on me. The fact that I did not have everything I need made room for Desiree. Did you hear what I just said?
Oh, that's hot.
The fact I didn't have everything that I need on the level that I wanted it. It made room for Desiree.
But you still started.
I still started. And the reason why Desiree could find me because I was visible. You cannot get the help that you want or the help that God wants to send without your visibility. You have to be seen in a place. You know how they tell us that the women that's single, Desiree, we ain't gonna find them at the house. Yeah, we ain't gonna find them at the house. So you need to go outside. You need to at least go get you some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to date your delivery man, you got to get out the house. All right. I'm telling you, unless you want to be stuck at not being a podcaster, start recording and releasing. It's just as simple as that. And so I'm not fussing. I'm
got a little fuss tone.
I did. Because I'm passionate about it. It's in love because you allowing something that doesn't matter to stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're allowing something that you think that supersedes your voice. That supersedes the gift that God has given you. That supersedes the message that's in your belly. You're allowing the quality of the camera and what type of camera. Girl, y'all do not see the equipment that we're using. You just see the results of the equipment. So if I can do the same thing with some other equipment that is not as expensive like my phone.
Yep. I've seen people make documentaries and movies with iPhones.
I mean, they think
they may have done it with an Android too. I don't know. I'm just saying. I just knew it was iPhones.
Yeah, we just use iPhone, but the Android has updated. We got one church member that has an Android. I ain't gonna call her name out, but she knows who she is. And it works. Yeah, and it works. So I think that, like Desiree said, you said what we need:
light, sound, video.
Light, sound, video. It needs. If you gonna put emphasis on something, get your mic first. Yeah. I paid, I think I had a JLab mic. If y'all go look at it, I don't know if y'all can see it in the shot, but if y'all go look at it, I had a JLab mic and it was $50 from Best Buy.
That's your first investment?
That was my first investment. My second investment, I paid $100 for a Canon camera that cut off on me. And I'm just using it as a prop when I get my Desiree's gonna do my creator's space at home. But I did that and I got that off Facebook Marketplace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So give yourself grace as you grow.
Yeah. Grace to grow.
Grace to grow.
Grace to grow.
But yep, y'all, ending with the thought that we are going to be taking a break. We're going to take a break. It's necessary to take a break. And the Lord just dropped this in my spirit. Y'all know this. If you don't know, please go read it. It's a story about Noah. Noah's the man that created the first ship, the first cruise ship, if you want to call it like that.
So they was cruising, baby.
But Noah got the assignment from the Lord to construct a cruise ship, not a cruise ship, but an ark. And because he was going to destroy the land, right? And I think it was a while, months, if I'm not mistaken, before they got off the water, everything settled to where they can get back on land, right? And one of the things that Noah did was he celebrated himself, or celebrated.
He celebrated.
He celebrated with some libation. He celebrated and he rested.
Yeah.
After the assignment was complete, right? And the Lord is telling me even right now that not only do we need to rest, but we need to celebrate. And that's something that we're going to do. We're going to not only rest, but celebrate the fact that we've made it thus far, celebrate the wins, celebrate the accomplishments. Like who gets to have Tabitha Brown someone of her caliber on the podcast and on 100th episode, you know, who gets to interview somebody like Omar El Takori, who gets the dream to ask about certain people, who has Lish Speaks, you know, someone that is so balanced and well endowed in her field. Like, who gets to interview Dr. D. Funby? Like, who gets to do that? Who gets to be in rooms and be on stages and get approved for media, be a media outlet in a room full of 23,000 people? Like, who gets to do that? That deserves celebration. That deserves celebration, and it also deserves rejuvenation. Yeah. And so while we're on this break, we're technically, if you're a part of the safe space, we're not taking a break from you, because we're still meeting the second and fourth Mondays via Zoom. We're on Patreon. I'm doing extra content over there. Only $19 a month, y'all. Like, and that's supporting all the administrative needs right now. Like, this is for that space is for y'all. Y'all asked for it, and so I would love for you to come over there and be a part of it. So good. But yeah, we're not taking a break from them. You know what I'm saying? We're actually teaching them and leaning into freedom right now. We're leaning into learning about freedom, so we can be free to manage the capacity that God has for us in 2026. Yes, like, we anything about Jessica S. Smith is forward moving. It's forward movement. That's good. And so if you're gonna be a part of this process with us, if you're gonna lean and trust on us, we're gonna give you the real. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything for anybody. So I hope, if anything, you've learned anything out of this space, y'all. I pray that you guys have learned how to trust what you have right now. Yeah. Trust the version of you right now. Ooh, hallelujah. Trust the version of you today. Because you can never, if you don't trust the version of you today, tomorrow's version of you won't matter. Tomorrow's version of you won't be able to be free. Hallelujah. Tomorrow's version of you is waiting on today's version to start. 100 plus episodes, 100. Well, I don't know. At this point, this episode probably in the 130s. At this point, something like that. And so you got to trust yourself for the day. Trust what you have and execute. Execute what you have. Desiree, you got something for the people?
Yeah, I would just say, just piggybacking off what you said, is just, I think we don't trust who's in us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if we did, we wouldn't let little things. And I say us, I'm talking to myself too, right? We wouldn't let the small things like stop us from moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because if he says that we have, he knows the plans that he has for us, their plans to prosper us. They're good, you know what I'm saying? Which means that everything we need is already in us and it's already laid out for us. We just have to keep moving. But we can't get to it if we ain't started nothing.
If we haven't, come on now, we can't get to it if we ain't started nothing. Y'all, I really appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Let us know what you learned. Let us know what resonated with you in the comments. We want to talk. If y'all, I don't know about y'all, but y'all being on anybody else's platform, but this platform, we try to respond to everybody. And so when y'all and down come in, it be me responding. That's not an admin thing. Desiree don't even respond. That's me. That's me responding. And so we're not to the space where I'm like, oh, my team is gonna respond to you. Like we don't have that. It's real over here. Yeah, so just tell us what resonated with you guys. What do you need from us? Yeah. Maybe we're going to start doing more content, or I'm going to also start doing more content regarding like teaching you about podcasts and the behind the scenes type stuff, and offering you guys an opportunity to work with not just me, but Desiree. Like, we're a team. And so just tell us what you need, tell us your desire, and then join the safe space. Yeah. Right? We're doing we're working on surrendering through accountability, finding freedom, and working on exposure. Yeah. And part of that exposure is podcasting, learning how to be a content creator, where our influence lies and grows and resides. And so we're not stingy with the information, you guys. So we want to just invite you with open arms, but we love you. Yeah. Cause I feel a Baptist anointing on me right now. Cause I got a little long winded at the end. Got a little Baptist anointing, but we love you. We honor you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, until next week. Remember, life could be much more simple if you just ask.
What's up, you guys? We hope you've enjoyed that conversation, but make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification so you don't miss an episode. We'll see you next Thursday.